8 o'clock. We'll call our meeting to order. We stand for pledge. Sheriff, would you lead us, please?
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We'll call our commissioner meeting to order. The minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Claims.
I'll make a motion that we approve the claims.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Health Department.
Just our monthly reports that we need to turn into you guys. So.
Any questions on the
No, they look good.
Sheriff's Department?
We have just a couple things I was wanting to bring up. One was a discussion to start about the ordinance on capital asset. I talked to Josh about it, or sitting with the information, and I've reached out to him, stop trying to figure out if we're going to maintain that ordinance. We have to have a way to document that in that system, and right now there's not a clear way of documenting it. So I don't know if you all want to just consider looking at that, or giving Josh time to research as to whether or not we can rewrite that. But it come down to is if there was a repair to a vehicle, that repair amount, the two of the things were triggered had to be added to its total value. I don't know if that's something we're not tracking. I don't know if we need to have a policy that no one's following, but the state board of accounts audits us.
I'd say just get with Josh and we can go from there, and then Josh can.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that, Sherry. We connect on that. We have talked, Sherry and I have talked about that a bit, but yeah, we can formulate an appropriate policy and make changes to the ordinance and go from there. Happy to do that.
Okay, that sounds good. The next thing I was bringing forward is we have 4 vehicles that are timed out for the Sheriff's Department. And unfortunately, because of the wear and tear in our vehicles, there's not a lot of life left in it. In the past, we've auctioned some. I believe that, it's under your purview whether you auction, sell, donate. I had given Jim a call to come and get heads up on this. 2 of them won't start. They all have to be decommissioned, which means we have to take all the stickers out and make sure that the lights and nothing can be activated on them. One thought is, when we've auctioned them in the past, normally we do a starting bid of 500, and sometimes we've gotten that, but 2 of these, they don't run, they don't start. So I don't know if anyone would even pay 500. I think crush value on them is around 350-ish on their weight. So didn't know what we wanted to do with those 4 vehicles. Reached out to Smunkies, does a lot of our vehicle repair. For him to decommission, take off the tires, punch the tank, he would charge us $125 per vehicle, but then there's a fee, because he can haul 2 at one time, so it's $75 to decommission and then $50 to haul it, but 2 of them can be hauled at a time, so it's not a full $125 per vehicle. But he would take them over there and haul them over there and then have them crushed and bring the check back to the county. But whatever the county wants to do, whatever you all want to do with these vehicles, but just in good faith, if they're not running, we can put them up for auction. It does take our deputies, we have 1 deputy, Austin Hayden, is trained on decommissioning vehicles, to take all the stickers off, make sure the lights and sirens won't work, everything like that. It takes him about 4 hours, because the stickers have been on that paint for 4 or 5 years. So I have a list of the vehicles with their mileage and what their issues are. I'll give that to you all for your decisions. But those are the 4 that, like I said, they've met their end of use.
Okay, you all want to take this under advisement, and then we can decide what to do here.
If we choose to have them crushed, would that be on our liability of transporting them to get crushed, or would it be on?
I assume it'd be on Spunky's. He's got a trailer that can haul 2 vehicles, and we just reached out to him just in general because we do have work with him.
Okay.
So, and then let's see, that is all I had, and then I'll circle up with you later on on the other issues.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Highway Department. We have bid openings.
Bid bridge, for Bridge 174, County Road 2100 North over Little Bitten Creek.
First
first one is from Dirt Colts Excavating. Let's see what we got here. Okay. This number here maybe? Okay. For Dirt Colts, it is $175,765. That's 175,765,00. This one is Civilcon. Okay. 112,571.28. That's 112,571.28. And those are the only two we have.
That's the only two we have.
Yeah.
Dale, do you want to take these under advisement and then we can bring them back to our April 7th meeting?
Yes, ma'am, if we could, that'd be fine.
What is,
All right, I'll
Yeah,
ask,
too.
is that a motion?
I'll make a motion that Dale takes these under advisement with review on April 7th.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All right,
Thank you, Lawrence.
thank you. Anything else, Dale?
The only thing we're kind of doing right now, we're working on a bunch of gravel roads, potholes, and stuff. We're kind of starting to work those pretty good. I'm kind of afraid to do much the past 2 or 3 weeks, as wet as it's been, but putting a little rock down with it, so that's about the only thing that I have.
All right. Next on our agenda is a contract for Otis Elevators, I'm assuming.
Yes, they sent us a contract so that we can have them work on it monthly. Because right now, they're only coming in when we need them to come in or for
Maintenance.
the general maintenance and reviews so we can get it permitted. This is an actual contract
Good.
so that we can get ahead of it. Because I keep telling you every year at budget time, we're getting to that point very soon where we're gonna probably need something. But right now, we're good, so I think this will help.
Get our maintenance a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
What do you all think on that?
I'm good with a maintenance contract.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to accept the contract from Otis Elevators.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All right, Indiana Region 15.
Morning.
Morning.
Pass it around, please. I'm Nathan Held with Indiana 15 Regional Planning Commission. Making the rounds to our 6 counties to just give an update on what we worked on in 2025 and some of the things that we have coming up. So I have a period 2015 through 2025 that I handed out, which is specific to Spencer County. The projects and what we do, the year that grant is funded, we put that on the year to just kind of show the return on the per capita fee. But then the work continues, the work probably, 6 months to a year before, and then anywhere up to 2-3 years maybe after a grant is funded that we're actually working on it. So 2025 specifically, we didn't have any Spencer County specific projects that were funded in 25. So what's recorded is those regional grants that are funded to Indiana 15 and cover the region as a whole. So the EDA planning grant, this is the Economic Development Administration as part of our work as an economic development district designated by the U.S. Department of Commerce. This is what allows us to go out and do a lot of the project development, go to meetings, do a lot of that stuff at no cost to the communities. And then also the NDOT planning grant, since we are the rural planning organization with NDOT for you. We receive a planning grant for them that covers all 6 counties. We work with NDOT, primarily the Vincennes District and the central office to, provide any kind of support that they need. But the big thing we do is the traffic counts on county roads and city and town streets. NDOT prescribes where we put those counts, but all that information is publicly available. We encourage anybody to go to NDOT's website, and that information's there. We also have the traffic count equipment in our office, so if somebody needs an on-demand count, we can also do that. So for 2025, the total was $19,748 returned. So for the period of 2015 through 2025, close to $7 million, $6.9 million in grant funds returned to Spencer County through our work that we did with both the county and the individual communities. Also for 25, I do want to point out we were able to use, we received an EPA Brownfields Assessment Grant, which allows us to go out and do brownfield assessments in the region. We were able to use $116,000 of that in Spencer County, which was a good chunk of our $500,000 that we received. And then just earlier this month, the Grandview Wastewater Improvements Project, that was $750,000 in grant funds. That was awarded through the Office of Community and Rural Affairs. So that's going to be reported on 2026, but we're very happy about that. It's the first time in that it got funded and couldn't be more pleased with that. And then also, we're working with Gentryville and the Jackson Township Fire Department now to put together a planning grant for a feasibility for a new station for them. That's going to go in later this year, and hopefully in the next year or two, we'll be submitting a construction application for them. So that's what we're doing.
Thank you very much.
And we're always here to help.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And thank you, Heather, for serving on our board.
I enjoy it. It's a big group.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, community corrections, Sylvia?
Yes. We're just requesting approval to submit our 2027 grants for community corrections and drug court to the state. And so I think I sent out copies. They all have copies. And then I just noticed that on the commissioner's approval, I have it dated March the 17th because that was your, and it got moved. So if you want me to correct that, or Mr. Seiler, if you just maybe want to put today's date when you sign it, I think that would probably suffice. And then if you all want a copy of the advisory board approval, I have a copy for each of you as well.
This is the same one we sign every year.
It is, yes, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, and one more thing.
I'll ask for a motion
I'll make a
to,
motion for the community corrections grants.
we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed?
Thank you very much, and I have one more thing, I don't
Yes.
know, is it okay for me to go ahead and do that now with the vehicle?
Okay.
Yes.
Community Corrections has a 2013 Ford Taurus, and it's really in very poor condition. We do have advisory board approval to be able to sell that vehicle as is. I also have state approval to sell it as is, and it was purchased from Community Corrections Fund 1122, which is project income, and according to the state, when we sell it, those monies would have to go back into Fund 1122 project income. And so I just need approval to be able to do that, to sell the vehicle as is.
I'll make a motion for the approval to sell the 2013 Taurus.
All right, we have a motion on the table, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, SRI,
It's more Christmas like Village.
okay.
Morning.
Hi.
I heard you guys just had some, my name's Jason from SRI Services. I heard you guys had some questions about some properties on Christmas Lake Village, so just here to answer those for you and see if we can provide some guidance.
I think that for me, I'm waiting for the sale on the 27th, and then at that time, if there's still properties available, it's something that
How
can be
do
discussed.
most counties handle that situation where you have a large sale and then you have a large quantity left over after the sale? How do they go
There's a
about that?
few options that you have, so you can reach out to municipalities, see if any of them are interested in taking the certificate, and then they could go through the 120-day redemption period and take feet at the end of that. You can also offer them to any non-for-profit entities that are in the community as well, same process. They would get the certificate assigned over to them, then it's a 120-day redemption period. We do have some counties that decide that they want to take the deed to the property. That one, the timing's a little funky because you really need to do all of your noticing and all of your title search work and all that right after the tax sale, because your 120-day period starts as soon as you take those certificates, which is when they don't sell at the tax sale auction in the fall. So we probably already missed that, but we could do that next year if the county was interested in taking ownership of them. But those are the three main ways that people try to get those cleaned up off there.
All right.
I don't know.
So
I think
basically-
I just wanted to know what other counties do, because I
Sure.
know this is a perpetual problem where it's like every year, the same ones come up.
Oh, yeah, yep, absolutely.
So basically, whenever we'll get our sale out of the way, and then we're gonna make some decision on what to do with some of the properties that don't sell. Is that the way I'm following what everybody wants to do here?
I'm hoping all of them sell at the certificate sale.
Sure, yeah, that'd be great.
I think that, whoever is with Christmas Lake Village,
Do-
I hope that they come and purchase just like any other.
Do a majority of counties go one of those three routes, or do they just let it roll over in hopes that it sells to the next?
They don't typically go that route every year, but once they get to a point where they've got a handful of parcels that just keep, showing up every year and they get tired of it, and then they decide, all right, let's see if we can clean this list up some way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Okay, I see we've got mowing bids. As I understand that, we're not gonna open them till the next meeting, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So we will schedule our mowing bids opening for our next meeting,
4/7.
4/7, okay. All right, RJL Solutions.
Good morning. I will keep it brief. I know that your agenda is full today, so just continuing work on, thank you. Continuing on just the groundwork, infrastructure, organization, getting the mosquito board up to speed, working on some housing developments, and attended the tourism breakfast this Friday, which was great. I know you all have our contract. I'm not sure if you're ready to move forward with the contract. Did you receive the revisions?
Yes,
Okay.
and I sent that to Josh, and Josh reviewed it, and he's comfortable with the revisions that were made to it, and I'm comfortable with it, so I'll make a motion that we accept the contract with the revisions.
All right, we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Thank you. And then just a matter of the additional appointments.
Yeah, so for Grandview, I would like to nominate Denise Jarbo, and then for St. Minor, Todd Ruxer.
All right. We have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
And then we had someone, Tricia Ball, she had to resign from the position, and I would like to ask that Santa Claus representation be Grace and Goodness.
All right, we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Thank you so much.
All right. I've got dental and vision.
Okay, two things. You'll see in your packet, I put a cost sheet, because we have two different things going on here, and I just need some direction. Okay, let me find mine. Hang on. On the first one, we'll go with dental first, yes. Okay, so on the dental, what we're doing is we're having an issue trying to get our statements to match what we pay every month. So what we do is payroll takes the money out from everybody's check and then just sends the check in. Well, we're not matching. So on the dental, we found out that we're being charged 24 cents extra per person for COBRA fees. And when you equate out roughly 106 people at 24 cents, it's about $25 a month. So my question is, we have really two options with this. Either add the 24 cents extra to each person to cover it, or let the county pay for it and I'll make sure it gets in the budget.
In the past, we've had this happen in the past.
We have, and the county's paid for it. We address it about every year because this is when we realize that we're in arrears with it, so just let me know which way you wanna go.
I would just like to make the motion that we continue to do as we have in the past and add it to the budget since we already,
All right, we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
since we already made it known that we did not increase our prices, so.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, anything else on that?
Not on the dental, now I'm gonna go to the vision.
Vision, okay.
Okay, so the vision's a little bit different. So we're also having issues with getting our statements to balance on this one, but here's what's happening. Each person, they charge us per month whether the person's here or not, okay? So what's happening
What
is,
does that mean, whether they're here?
so let's say that you quit on April 4th. They're still gonna bill us for that second part of the month, even though you're not getting a second
But it
paycheck.
ceases after that.
Correct. So my question is, we have two options with this one. Either, and I gave you the cost sheet art so you can see the impact, have all of both pay periods come out in the first one, so it's covered. So even if a person leaves, they're still gonna have the insurance, but they're still paying for it for the entire month. Or just have the county pay that difference, because right now we're a little over $1,000 in arrears.
I mean, if we're gonna render a service, then I think we should just pay for it in that first paycheck. I mean, because if they're covered,
First cycle?
right, just put it on that first
Yeah.
check.
Can we just
Because
take the vision
Yeah.
out all in the first time?
That's my question. So for, I don't have it in front of me, for an employee only, instead of paying, was it $4.88, it would now be the monthly rate.
$8.96.
Yes, it would be $8.96 at the first check instead of separating it out.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to do that.
I'll make a motion that we deduct vision in the first pay period for all employees instead of breaking it up into pay periods.
All right, we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. Anything else?
So I just want to clarify that the employee will continue to get their insurance through the end of the month for vision because they paid for the full month.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, legal report. Josh?
All right, we've had some liability insurance type issues that have popped up. I've had a couple contract reviews. You all are aware we've got some nice economic development opportunities and had some phone calls with council members and their reps a little bit to start some of those conversations off. But so I've been busy, but I don't have any action items necessarily for you guys to act on at this point.
All right, thank you very much. Old business. So we'll go straight into new business. Oh, I'm sorry, Frank.
I think I fall under old business.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm trying to get my building permits, and I was supposed to come back today. Tyler was supposed to be here, I guess, but.
I talked to Tyler and he said you all had everything worked out.
That's right. I just-
Okay. So what do we need to do? Do we just need
I guess
to?
you need to bless what Tyler says.
Okay.
I'm gonna get started.
Well, I think it was retroactive, so as soon as he gave you the clear, that, we gave you approval pending that, and since he has, there's nothing, Josh, am I wrong in that thinking that we gave approval pending the,
You're right.
so,
You're correct.
Okay. Well,
Unrelated to this project, but I think somebody, Heather in particular, had asked for a checklist from APC. I don't think I saw that. Did anybody else?
No, we have not seen the checklist.
That
Okay.
That wasn't for
That's
this
not-
But
project.
anyway, that's
That's not
separate
good.
from this project, sir. You're clear got the
Yeah,
green
you're
light
clear to go.
Okay, well, I was under understanding I had to come here to get that approval.
Okay.
I'm clear to go.
Yeah, I talked to Tyler the other day, and he said everything was ready.
Okay,
So you're clear to go, Frank.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I do think that it was for this project, the checklist. What other project do we
We
have?
had already given it approval pending the surveyor's drainage.
I'm not against his approval for his drainage. I just would like to see the checklist for a development with the letters from the water company, letters from the Rockport Sewer stating that they've given their approval. So can we ask that Kay Irwin bring that to the April 7th meeting to make sure that we have everything that Frank needs so he can continue to do his development and that you wouldn't have any issues going forward. That way it makes sure the county,
With Frank's situation and just going forward, it seems like there are a lot of people that are developing or opening businesses and feel like they're not exactly sure what the process is, and then once they get in the process, not pointing fingers at any single person or department or anything, but sometimes it seems like they get blindsided by what responsibilities they have, and so I think it'd just be helpful to make sure there's a real clear communication from the county to those people. Hey, here's what's expected of you on the front end. I mean, it seems like, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, Frank, but it seems like you had some confusion as an example as to what was required of you, and things were sprung on you, and that is not the first time I've heard that. I've heard that quite a bit, so I just think it's a really clear checklist up front to people that are max opening, a winery as an example, whoever it is, hey, here's really clear what we expect of you, you do this and you're good to go, no surprises. If it's not on the sheet, you're good to go, right?
About a year ago, when I first went to Kay to get a list of what I need, she gave me a complete list of everything that I needed then.
Okay.
And-
And I think the commissioner, or at least I would like to just see that.
Okay, but now my understanding, are you putting stipulations on me now, I'm ready to go, or?
I'm not putting any stipulations on you as a commissioner, but within the checklist, there are still criteria that your project will need to follow. Like approval letter from the water department, approval letter from the sewer department, the IDEM permit. We're just verifying that this checklist is made aware to you, the developer.
Okay.
They've got that to you, don't they?
Well, I went to the city sewage, and we're still negotiating, but I've got approval, they have capacity and all that, I have approval, we're just negotiating on who's paying for the design and install and all that. I went to Real Water, I've covered all those bases.
That's good.
City sewage wants me to design it, build it, and then turn around, and give it to them, and then turn around and pay them capital fees to my line, so, we're trying to negotiate that. But other than that, I've got everything done. Tyler's concern was some drainage off the downspouts on the backside, and we're gonna take care, I'm not putting drain pipes in until it's actually needed. We'll put a swale and see if it handles it. If it don't, we'll do something different. But I didn't want no stipulations on somebody's gonna come back on me and didn't do this and this and this in the future. I don't want
We don't want that either.
it. Okay,
We want you to make sure that you get all the steps complete before you start your project. So,
well, I'm under the understanding right now I've got everything complete.
that's good.
Okay. We just have to finish the soil erosion program on the south side, and what I define as phase 2, because phase 1 is along Ridgeway, and it's gonna take me a year or more to do that, so I'm a year and a half or so away from the backside, so we'll have that soil erosion plan done with Cash Wagner. And, I don't do anything unless it's right.
I like that.
Thank you, Frank.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All right, under new business, we have Ride Solutions.
Yes, they presented you their 2027 grant application, and the resolution from last year showing you, and then the new one. And they're seeking approval so that they can get their state and federal operating funds for transportation for the county for next year.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. For our family recovery court,
Yep, I just need, similar to a lot of people here, I think, approval to apply for a grant for next year for family recovery court. No cost to the county, just like normal. And I did send over the budget, so I think you all do have a copy of that as well. We may be looking for another grant to cover some costs, because we've had, some trouble with not getting awarded the amounts that we asked for necessarily with budget cuts, things like that coming down. So maybe back to give approval for another grant, but right now this is what we've got.
all right, I'll ask for a motion to accept the grant.
I'll make a motion, we approve the Family Recovery Court grant.
All right, we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Thank you. Appreciate what you do. DeBral Kemp.
All right, I put a copy of a proposal for things that need to be done. Actually submitted this, it's one of those that it's been collecting since October, they keep adding things to it. These are things that need to be fixed, and their ideal time would be to do it when they install the chiller. But everything is on there, from the hot water valves, the chilled water valves, blower wheels, it's all for the unit ventilators. And I'm asking approval to move forward with this project.
I have a lot of faith in these people, and I walked around with them whenever we were looking at this stuff, so I'll ask for a motion to accept DeBral Kemp's timeline, basically.
I'll make a motion that we approve the DeBral Kemp invoice
All right,
contract.
we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any other new business?
I think that's all I got.
You got everything?
I think so.
If not, I will. Okay.
One more, sorry, when I got called out there, I don't know what to do. I was told to bring this in for the highway department, it needs approval. Do you know what that is? And Dale's not here.
What's the road? Oh, I know what that is. That's the federal grant that we all have to sign.
It just needs to be signed, it doesn't.
I think it's just that we need
Do
to
we
be
need to make
signed.
a motion to sign it? I will ask for a motion to sign it.
I think she sent us an
There's an email.
Let me look at this. There's no, oh, here's the something to sign.
You got it?
Yeah, it's just saying
Yeah.
that. Do you want us to make a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we
We'll
sign.
make them, I'll accept that motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed. All right. Anything else on that?
Okay, I promise that's all I have.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're positive?
I hope so.
I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all very much for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, this got sent.